And what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Revisiting Bloodborne. Here I am at the Cathedral Ward. So, on today's episode, we're going to go check out Old Yharnam. And right now, let me see, here's my stats at the moment. Currently at blood level 21. The plan is I'm trying to get my endurance just a little bit up, but now I'm going to start working on my strength and skill, get him up a little bit so I can deal a little bit of extra damage. Alright, so, and I'm rocking a different set of fashion, so I bought some of the Yharnam Hunter set over from the Bath Messengers at the Hunter stream, so yeah, I believe this is a better attire for Jekyll and Hyde. Alright, and now let's go ahead and get started. Let's go make our way to Old Yharnam. So first let's deal with these church hunters. To worry about this guy in the back. This one draw me some blood vials. I could always use some extras. Alright, now we're gonna go this way and work our way down here. Here we got some more enemies to deal with. So let's deal with the mob, the townsfolk. But this dog ran into the fire. The dog ran into the fire, made it easy for me to deal with it. Now let's deal with these guys. This one dropped me a blood vial and some bullets. And I get back the blood vials I just used. And over here I see another item. Some Molotov cocktails. Oh, and some cold blood dew. Yep, I'm gonna be racking up plenty of echoes here, but underneath here there's a tomb that we have to open from above, but we'll get to that. Just want to deal with this guy first before I can get the item. And this item is Madman's Knowledge. My insight is at 9, so I'm gonna hold on to that insight at the moment. All right, now let's go this way. Now we have a rifleman over there, and we have a couple dogs to deal with. Let's deal with the dogs down here, so we don't have to worry about getting shot at by the rifleman. Stupid dog. Oh, one more hit. All right. Top off, and let's deal with. Now we can deal with that rifleman. Just bob and weave, and we get some bullets back. I've got some bullets. Here we can open these doors, or just this door. It's a doorway. Alright. First we're gonna go pull this lever. This is gonna open the tomb, and we're gonna go down there shortly. Here I can pick up the Madman's Knowledge. Alright, gonna go this way and right past this door. And down here we find another NPC. This is Alfred. Let's talk to him.
You're a beast. I knew it. Oh, big protege of Master. So why not?
So let's go ahead and cooperate.
Take
and,
this.
And he'll give us some fire paper and the pray emote.
There, go.
All right, and he can give us some information, a little bit of lore about the Healing Church and Burgerwood.
I bid you may the good.
All right, so we don't need to learn anything right now. So let's just press on forward. Fire paper, we can buff our weapons with fire. So I'm gonna save that fire paper for the Bloodstar Beast. That's the next boss. We're going to Old Yharnam, so we're gonna head down here. And I did see a lantern over at the Bath Messengers that I need to buy for just 2,000 echoes. Here's a Temperate Blood gemstone. Now we're gonna go down here. I apologize if it gets a little dark. Give me just a moment. Let me adjust the brightness. Just a little bit. Hope you guys can see. I'll pull out my torch just to help you guys out. And we have a lichen to deal with, unfortunately. Oh. I'll pull out my torch. This lichen gave me plenty of echoes. Almost 1,000. And I dropped him a bloodstone shard. So for you guys, so you guys can see, I'm gonna keep my torch out. going to keep my torch out so that you guys can see, because it tends to get a little bit dark. There are some places that's a little too dark, and you're probably just wondering what happened. Alright, let's go down here, and over here we can pick up some antidotes. These antidotes will cure our poison. Yes, there's poison. There is going to be poison. And right down here we have our next lamp that's right at the start of Old Yharnam. And then we're going to go here. There's something here buried, and that is some pungent blood cocktails. Going to be saving those for later. And here on the door, there's a note. This town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. But we're going to open the door and go in anyways. Who's going to stop us? But there's one particular NPC we're going to get greeted by as we enter Old Yharnam.
Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at Old Yharnam. They are no turn back for the...
So the one that's telling us to turn around and go back, warning us, is Jura. Jura, one of the powder keg hunters. Here's some blood vials you can pick up. All right. Yeah, apparently we're not wanted here. And here's a little skitter. Skitter. Get it. And this one will give me 3 bloodstone shards. Here's a bloodstone shard over here. And we can just drop down here. There's some goodies down here we're going to collect. And there's also, we got these enemies in Cowl. They're not that bad to deal with if you play it smart. Alright, that takes care of them. And you want a better torch? Here's the Hunter's Torch. This one you deal a little bit more damage, and you can use the Hunter's Torch as a weapon. So let me go ahead and put the Hunter's Torch on instead. Now the next enemies we're going to be facing, they're going to cower in fear because they cannot stand the brightness of a torch. Though I'll show you which one it is once we get to it. So for now, let's just get back to where we were. And at the top of the ladder, we got a cold blood dew. And here we wind up back at the start. Now, if one of those little skitter buggers escape you, just quit and reload, and it'll respawn. Okay, now that enemy over there, once I pull out my torch, some will, like that, you see him cowering in fear? He just can't stand the sight of a torch. We can use this to our advantage. And now let's deal with these guys. Oh, there you go. That's right, cower in the flames. And deal with them. Alright, now over here we got another one of these guys. Here's some cold blood dew. Now let's go this way. Let's see what else is over here before we proceed on forward. Aha! Couple bloodstone shards. So now that my saw cleaver is at +3, we're going to save those bloodstone shards for another weapon that I want to pursue. Now, as we continue to go forward... Hold on, after we deal with this guy. Now as I go down the stairs...
You are a skilled hunter. Adept. Merciless. Half cut with blood. As the best.
So now, Jura is going to shoot us down with his Gatling gun. And we'll get to him shortly. We'll get to him. Right now we just gotta deal with these that stand in my way. Now, the safest way to avoid getting shot at by the Gatling gun is to just take this path and drop. Don't worry about the loot. Once Jura is out of the way, we can go grab the loot. Now here's a large one with the cap. Yeah, he's gonna stop us. Pick up 3 antidotes. Now let's deal with this guy. Yep, just gotta spam. Now watch. Once I get over here, incoming. Yeah, he'll blast us down. And avoid these jars because that's oil urns and they will blow. They will blow. Yeah, like that. And an unsuspecting enemy got caught in it. Careful. Yeah, I wanted to make sure those jars blow up before I go grab these antidotes. All right, just keep running. We're gonna go this way and fight a bunch of crows. Buzz off, birds. For some bloodstone shards. All right. Now we're gonna go in here. Deal with these. I should keep my torch out. And now we got a large one that's going to burst out the storm. One pistol shot for the win. Alright, let's grab this, and that's the blood-tinged gemstone. Now this blood-tinged gemstone can be socketed into your pistol, into your firearm. Here's an antidote over here. Now, we're not going to worry about these enemies. We're just going to run. I'm just going to run like this. As Fighting Cowboy would say, speed run strats, boy! Speed run strats! Yeah! Oh, yeah! And look at you. You managed to run after me. Okay. Now we can go climb this ladder. It's time to go confront Jura. Now, oh, he is going to be a pain in the butt to deal with face to face. So the smart way is to try and get him to fall off the edge to his death. And let's see if this tactic works. Once I get to the top, immediately start pistol shotting him, and hopefully that'll push him off the edge. It's time for This Is Sparta moment. Let's see if I can catch that moment. Otherwise, I'm in for a rough time. Goodbye. Once he got the echoes, that means he's gone. But he did drop something. Now, in order for the drop to appear in front of you, we're just going to quit and reload. One moment, please. Alright, now that I respawned, here's what Juro drops. Powder Keg Hunter Badge. We can now go buy his weapons. And on the and within sight we can buy his gear. Now let's just climb down the ladder, and we don't have to worry about the Gatling gun anymore. So now we can go back and loot whatever it is we missed. So let's start by not going up there, but we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way instead and deal with these guys. And there's a hostile hunter over there that we'll be dealing with in a little bit. First, let's kill these guys. Cold blood do. This guy just woke up as soon as I approached beside him. Alright. Get my torch out so I can make good work with these guys. Alright. Oh, my stamina ran out. Yeah, one's going crazy. Oh! Yeah, these guys, the ones with the cloaks, they deal poison damage. I think we have antidotes, but I want to save them for later. This one dropped a blood vial. Alright. And a tempering blood gemstone. Sometimes they can drop gemstones. Okay. Let's see, what else were they guarding? Let's take a look around. Okay, that's about all the loot. Now over here, we see a hostile hunter. He's gonna be tricky to fight, but if we can get him over here, he will be outside where he's supposed to be, and he'll be trying to get back in here, and he is unable to fight back in the process. If we can get him here, that would be great. Oh, trying to shoot me down. Yeah, you can see him backing up because he's almost at the edge of his zone. Yeah, the hard part is trying to get him to the other side. But with effort, you can take this guy down. He's got a saw spear, right? It's hard to see with all that. Got him. You died. Yeah, he was a pain in the butt to deal with, but got him though. And he'll give us some bone arrow mash. Bone marrow ash. Bone arrow mash. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Alright, 1 second guys. Okay, sorry for the quick transition. Apparently my mom called. I had to go answer that phone call. Okay, so here we are. Got rid of this hostile hunter. Let's deal with these crows. Oh. Deal with these crows over here. Yeah, if I would have brought the fight over here, these crows would have also interfered and got in my way. Let me see. Let me go down here first to see if there's any loot on the way. Nope, just these guys. Yeah. There's a blood vial. I get back the one I accidentally wasted. Oh, here it is. It's a cold blood dew, and that's a way out, but could have done that at the end. But I chose to just look around. So we're gonna go this way. So we're gonna go this way and just drop down here. And then go down here. And it's gonna be dark in here, so I'm gonna get my torch. We got some more enemies. We got these two over here. Oh. Yeah. Oh boy, 3. Let's be careful. Let's not get carried away. Uh-oh. Cool. Forgot I had my torch on my left hand. I'm so used to having my firearm. Get some blood vials. Alright. Here's some more blood vials. Let's deal with these guys. Let's deal with these guys before we open the chest right here that you see. Alright. And now these two. Oh! Alright, top off our health. Let's open this chest. Tempering blood gemstone. Now let's go up here. And right over here we can pick up the rifle spear. And here's a note. The red moon hangs low and beasts rule the streets. Are we left no other choice than to burn it all to cinders? Now right over here we can pick up the Charred Hunter set. This has some good fire defense. And if you like to, or if it's also if you're into Fashion Souls, there's another set you can pick up. All right, now that we're done here, we can now let's start from the top. Alright, so this is where we went up to Jura, but instead we're going to go drop down here and deal with this one. Alright, now in here, yep, we're in the upper racks. Now what we want to do is whack this. This is going to drop an oil urn and it's going to set a fire. It's going to set the thing on fire, and it did kill some of the enemies down there. So that's why we got some echoes. So we're going to go over here, pick up a madman's knowledge, and line my drop carefully. Going to drop onto these, into these, and now this jump is going to be tricky because, you know, I got to get my timing right over there. Some Molotov cocktails. Alright, so let's see if I can remember how to jump up. Let's practice over here first. Oh no. Alright. Oh yeah, it's double tap circle. Okay, gotta remember that. Now if I can align my turn, I can time it right. There we go. Wow, mistakes were made. How did I survive that fall? Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again. I stopped short. Alright, we try again. My goodness. Oh, I'm trying to get it right. This is always a tricky one. I told you. Oh, finally! Finally I got it. Man, that took a while. All that for a bloody messenger headband. Bloody messenger headband itch. That's all there is to it. But when it comes to myself, I'd rather be. I'm a completionist. So, yeah, not really worth the trouble. It's just doing something to decorate, you know, the Bath Messengers. Now I can finally get back to where I was, and that is first dealing with the rest of these enemies. Down here, after I drop that little oil jar, temporary blood gemstone, and ooh, gotta get some blood vials back. May have to make some blood bullets because I'm down to my last bullet. All right. Let's look around. This one's Calorie of Fear. Take him down. Didn't draw me anything. But there's an item over there guarded by this guy. Yeah, just spam, spam, spam. Madman's Knowledge. Alright, got some blood vials back. Excellent. Alright, let's see what else is here. Haha. Nope, thought there was an item. I guess not. Alright, let's head back upstairs. Back upstairs. So we're gonna go in here first and deal with this one. Alright, I'm stocking up on blood vials again. And here we got some bloodstone shards. Alright, let's go this way. Let's go this way, deal with more of them. Yeah, they're Scream. More antidotes. And then we got this one. Alright. So next I'm gonna go this way. And then we're gonna go all the way to the end. And there's also another level down below we can just drop. And drop this way. Because there's also another item we can pick up. And oh, it's right here. And that's a cold blood dew. And that should be it for the loot, and now we're ready to press on forward. I'll top off my health. Yeah, this room is so big that it can be a boss arena, but it's not. And right on the altar is two copies of a ritual blood 1. This is what's used to generate a chalice dungeon. I haven't discussed about chalice dungeons, but later on in the series I will let you guys know how we're going to do the chalice dungeons, because I plan to do chalice dungeons in this series. And later on I will discuss how we're going to pull this off, how we're going to do that. And then we get some birds. Buzz off, birds. There we go. This one dropped me a pebble. And here's a couple more bloodstone shards. Now let's go over here. And right here we can just pick up some blood vials, and here is the ladder. And this ladder is going to open up a shortcut that will take us back to the tower where Jura was. That's about it. So if we're trying to make a run back, and here's the first of the two shortcuts. Alright, let's get back down. Alright, now that that's done, we can now go this way. Now go this way. There should be another skitter. The skitter's down over there. But we got these guys. We got these guys as well. Where are you? Where are you hiding? Let's get these guys because they're hiding. We want to deal with the skitter. Blood vial. All right, where is that thing? Where's that little bugger? There you are. Get it. This one got me 3 more bloodstone shards. Excellent. Alright. Now we head down here. Down here we have a lichen. I'm gonna go check out down here. Now these big doors we cannot open from this side. It's actually because around the other side of these doors is another boss called Dark Beast Parl. We'll deal with him later in the series. So for now, we grab these bloodstone shards off of there, and then we can move back this way. And so we're gonna have to deal with this lichen that's in the way. In fact, we got 2 of them. We got 2 of them. Oh. Yeah, I had to hurry and deal with it before the other one arrives. Good thing I got the stagger. Oh boy. Bloodstone shard, nice. Bloodstone shards. These guys can drop blood vials, bloodstone shards, and this. Oh, here's some pungent blood cocktails. Oh, and if you're lucky, they can drop beast blood pellets. Beast blood pellets. Another thing that's a handy tool in the pocket. Right down over here, over to the left, you can see another lichen right on the wall. I don't think my pistol shot can get him down, and I can't lock onto it. He will come down once I go grab this item. And that's some beast blood pellets. After we deal with this lichen, I'll explain to you what these beast blood pellets can do. Now, the beast blood pellets. Now, use them with caution. So what it does is, as you deal damage, you build up beasthood. And the beasthood that you build up will amplify the amount of damage you deal. But be careful, because you will also take more damage. Ow. You will take more damage. So, use them with caution. So, I only use a beast blood pellet whenever I'm fighting a boss. And if I know for sure I can win against that boss. Because consider it's kind of like a double-edged sword, but use at your own risk. Alright, got him out. Let's go back up here. Should be another one to deal with. Now, all the way at the top, there should be another item. Let's go all the way to the top for some fire paper. Alright, now down over here, we activate another shortcut. This takes us back to right where the entrance was. Yep, we're right back at the entrance. And I'm gonna have to spend all these echoes sooner or later. Here's another enemy to deal with. Oh! Another enemy to deal with. And more bloodstone shards. Alright, I can't upgrade the saw cleaver any further because I'm gonna need, because now it requires me to have twin shards to go to +4 through 6. Alright, now, so we're gonna go this way, deal with this one in the cowl behind this bog. Charge R2 and visceral. Get some blood vials back. Now on the other side we have another lichen. We don't have to deal with it. It's just either way, but taking this path where the fog is much safer if you don't want to deal with the lichen. Here's some more bullets. Alright, now right up here. You got a skitter. Can't let you get away. Get it. Gotcha. 3 bloodstone shards. Nice. Alright. And right over here is a couple Bull Hunter's marks. Alright, I may want to use the Bull Hunter's mark and return to Hunter's Dream, spend all these echoes before we go fight the next boss. And it's just right in there. And that will be the Bloodstar Beast. Now let's go look around here. There should be some loot and a few enemies. And here's a Cold Blood Dew. There should be some enemies like this one. Alright. And then right over here. Let's see, there's another one of these. Get them out of the way. You don't have to fight them if you don't want to. Here's another Cold Blood Dew. Oh, here's another one. Alright. Oh, this one dropped me some more blood. A temporary blood jetstone, nice. Now over here, we can summon Alfred to assist us, but it's going to inflate the boss health bar, but it will cost you 1 insight. I'm not going to summon Alfred, so we can totally do this. But right now, I'm going to go spend all these echoes, and then then we'll get back to right in front of the boss door. Give me just 1 moment. All right, now that we arrived, so now the Bloodstar Beast. Here's what we're gonna need. Let's see. I'm gonna put the Beast Blood pellets in the hotbar as well as antidotes because the Bloodstar Beast will inflict poison in the second phase, and then these pungent blood cocktails are gonna be very helpful. And to help buff my weapon, I'm gonna pack some fire paper in the process. All right, pungent blood cocktails. Now, after all, it is called they don't call it the Bloodstar Beast for nothing. All right, and now. Once we go in, we're going to pop a Beast Blood pellet. And then we're going to start throwing... I did not mean to do that. But oh well. At least I'll have some bullets. As I was saying, once I come in, I'm going to pop a Beast Blood pellet. And then I'm going to throw a Pungent Blood cocktail over at a corner. And then in order to get the Bloodstar Beast to walk towards it, and that's where I'm free to get some hits in. Then rinse and repeat. So let's see if this strategy works. Alright, here we go. And down goes the Bloodstar Beast. I did get poisoned though, but that's why I packed antidotes. And with that we get the Meru Chalice. So now we can start generating Chalice Dungeons. Alright. Like the Slamp. Alright. I made such excellent work with that boss because...
It's free real estate.
And you know what time it is already?
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
And... where are my emotes? Come on now. There we go. It's guitar time. Let's go.
That's how a white man plays guitar.
Alright, so... There we go. Let's hold on. Let me put the Molotovs over here. All right. And right behind this altar are more antidotes in case you didn't pick up any. All right. Now that we are done with old Yharnam, so now let's head back to Hunter's Dream and cash in. Alright, now that we arrived, let's see if we get a level.
Welcome. What is it?
Alright, let's
Very
go ahead
well,
and
let
get a level. Alright. Gonna put a point into endurance. Gonna get my endurance to 20, and then I'll work on strength and skill.
Farewell, good hunt. May you.
Oh yeah. And ooh, now that we're done here, I got a little bit of time left. So there's something I also need to go pick up. And it starts at the Central Yharnam Lamp. Alright, now that I'm back in Central Yharnam, I went ahead and went back to talk to Gilbert, and he gives us the flame sprayer. It's a nice little weapon. It's a nice little flamethrower that you can pick up early. It may help you and it may help you pretty good. And that's about it. Oh yes, and I also have to go find that little girl. Gonna have to make a run to that port. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, now that I've arrived, since I've already used that gem and turned it into a blood gem, we can talk to her.
Hello. Still
We couldn't find her mom. No.
okay?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I can't believe it did that.
That is stuck out there. Wait, what do you think?
Alright. So now either way, but we're gonna go send her to Odin Chapel.
Yes, okay, thank you. I love you.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's an unfortunate end to her, but for now, let's reawaken, and then we're gonna wrap things up. Alright, now that we're back, and I believe it's time to wrap things up for this episode of Revisiting Bloodborne. Now in our next episode, we are going to go explore more of the Cathedral Ward this time, only a little, there'll be a little bit of slight change, and I will explain to you as we go. So, yep, Cathedral Ward will be next to explore in the next episode. And the way I have the roadmap is, we're going to see if we can try and head to Henwick Charnel Lane. Henwick Charnel Lane. See if we can get to that one. Alright. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It really does help the channel out. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell notification to stay up to date on all my latest videos that I post here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love and the support you have given me. It really does mean a lot. You guys are so amazing. I just can't thank you guys enough. And if you'd like to come and chat with me while I play some games, come hang out with me. I go live on Twitch. I left the link to my Twitch in the description box if you'd like to. I will be happy to have you. I stream just about up to 3 days a week. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Revisiting Bloodborne, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Rise up, be blessed. Now smile. See you guys next time. Goodbye.